Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to the powerful training that will help you expand your awareness about the mindset shifts that you need to bring if you want to build a successful business, if you want to become a successful entrepreneur. So, before we dive into today's training, let me introduce myself so that you know why you have to listen to this video until end. My name is Nisha Bambani. I'm a mindset coach. I've got various certifications in different fields when it comes to coaching. I'm a life coach. I am a certified NLP coach. NLP is neuro linguistic programming, where one understands the connection between the mind and body. I am a hypnotherapist, I'm a Reiki healer, and I'm a Bob Proctor consultant. I hope you know who Bob is. He's one of the top coaches when it comes to human potential and growth industry. He's one of the prime speaker in the documentary movie called Secret. So basically, I help new coaches, consultants, service providers, entrepreneurs convert their stress into productivity and growth when I talk about transforming their mindset. Stress in terms of inaction, self doubts, fears, uncertainty, everything that is leading to procrastination and keeping them stuck. So basically, my clients get into action mode when I start working with them, and they are able to create the desired income and impact while they're able to work with their dream client. So this is what I do. In this training, I'll be expanding your awareness on the current thought patterns or mindset you're operating at, and if you want to uplevel yourself, if you want to double your income, if you want to work with high ticket clients, what kind of shifts you need to bring in yourself to see that happening. You have been thinking that for a long time. We all love progress, we all love growth, but how many of us can really create it? And that is because we all have a thermostat inside of us that we are unaware of. The amount of money that we are earning, the kind of life that we are living, it's set at a certain point. And unless we have this awareness, unless we change that thermostat on our own, nothing is going to change. And if you want to know whether you are stuck at a certain point, then check your results. As an entrepreneur, you might not be wanting a static income, a uniform income each month. We all seek growth. We all want growth. In fact, the reason why we are into this business, we want time and money freedom. And if we are not growing, if we are not progressing, it does not make any sense to build an empire. Agree? Okay, so let me dive into today's training. Now, if you have been an employee just like me and have been part of the corporate world for a few years, then your transition as an entrepreneur will be little difficult, not impossible. Nothing is impossible. Whatever you put your mind to, you can definitely create that as reality. That is what I've learned from Bob Proctor. But again, having this knowledge is not enough. You need to apply all of it. That's what I'm going to share with you in this video. So the first shift is employee versus entrepreneur. Now, as an employee, let me tell you, we have got trapped into fixed mindset. Fixed in terms of income, fixed in terms of role, function, what we do, and fixed in terms of giving time to our growth. Giving time to, because there are fixed working hours when you work for an organization, right? Now, I have been part of 500, 100 Fortune companies, but let me tell you, I was never happy or satisfied with my work, and that is one of the reasons that I'm here today. But being honest, the certifications what I've acquired, so as I mentioned, I'm a certified life coach, NLP coach, Reiki healer, hypnotherapist. I never had an intention of changing my career. It was purely for personal growth, but the amount of transformation I saw into my life, into different areas, into people around me, that blew my mind. And suddenly I felt that I'm not happy doing what I'm doing, and if I want to do something that will make me feel fulfilled, then it is definitely coaching. So coaching was actually my calling. So that's how I got into the business. Now I felt I have so many certifications, and I'm completely ready to take up the role of an entrepreneur. But the belief system what we have, the thoughts that we have, and everything that I'll be sharing with you, you'll be able to relate to if you have been an employee. Now, as an employee, I'm a double postgraduate. I have done my MBA in finance and I have master's degree in commerce. So I've always been part of a finance department. Now, finance has multiple functions: payables, receivables, budgeting, costing, analysis, so many functions. Now, I had a specific role in an organization and I have been doing that for years. So when it comes to my contribution is limited, and I've always been on the back end side of the business because finance people have never get an opportunity to present themselves or be it at the front end. Yes, we were part of the management meetings, but when it comes to taking any decision, we were not the first person to make any transformational decisions. And this definitely affects when you change your role as an entrepreneur. First thing, the limited function, the scope of your responsibilities at job is very limited. When you become an entrepreneur, you have to do multiple things at a point in time which you're not prepared of, and you feel overwhelmed. Creating content, creating an offer, putting yourself out there, creating Canva images, creating funnels, being part of FB groups, creating videos, creating live training sessions, all of it is very much required if you have been into coaching, consulting, so business, even as a service provider, because you have to let people know about your expertise, about your offer, about the transformation what you can bring into their life. So it's very important for you to let people know in your own words what you do exactly. So all of it comes under creation process from scratch. Now, something that you haven't done will make you feel uncomfortable, will make you feel that this is not for you, you're not a good fit. Maybe because whenever we get into something new, especially when we start our own business, we have a different flair of motivation. The momentum at the beginning is very different. But as and when you do, and because you have not done it before, it's little difficult. I'm sharing this from my own personal experience because content creation for me personally used to feel a lot of pressure. For me, it was a burdensome activity. And initially, it was like, scrolling through people's profile and picking words from here and there and somehow creating it. Because I was working with a coach, I had to follow some strategies. I had to put myself out there to get some results. But it can be overwhelming. You as an entrepreneur cannot limit your role as you had in your job. You did, your 15, 20 set of responsibilities and you are done. No. Every day is a new learning. Even when it comes to technology stuff, you have to learn a lot. When it comes to designing stuff, you have to learn a lot. When it comes to content creation, you have to learn a lot. When it comes to putting yourself out there, creating videos, creating live training sessions, everything is new. Something that you have not done before. And that makes you feel overwhelmed. But that is part of the process. And why I'm sharing this with you? Because unless you hire a team of people who will do certain functions for your business, it's you who has to manage all of it. And that can very much, get into order. That is something I'll be covering in my next shift that I'll be talking, but it's very much possible. But when you know, you're at a place of acceptance. You don't feel that, because when you get into new business, you're not aware that what is on its way to you. But when you know that this is everything that you will have to do on your own, unless you reach a point where you'll have a team of people who will be doing for you. But again, your involvement in the content creation is very important because the energy, what you are holding for your offer will be very different from the team of people who will just do the content creation for you. I personally like to stay involved. So this is about the limited function. Then the second is the most important shift when we talk about employee versus entrepreneur journey is about the income. Now, as an employee, you are so used to having those monthly credits in your bank account that if it does not happen into your business, then you feel insecure. You don't feel safe and you feel that you are losing out control on your life. Just not your business, but overall life. So it's important that you make a provision for 3 to 6 months. Do a little budgeting where you know that what platforms you'll be investing at, because there are a lot of, not a lot of, but there are a few subscriptions which will start when you get into online business, like ConvertKit, which is a funnel building platform. Then your calendar for your clients to book calls with you, Calendly, Zoom for you to have meeting sessions with your clients. So there are subscriptions which where you have to pay on monthly basis before you start earning money. If you have a budget of spending on ads or whatever it is, when you start working with a strategist, business strategist, or a business mentor or a coach, you will get to know what I'm referring to. But it's important for you to know and make a provision of certain expenses, certain investment that you'll have to make before you start earning that money. Now, what happens when that money does not come in and you are spending? Again, you get into a mode of doubting yourself, whether this is for me, whether I'll be able to do it or not. Understand one thing: the day you will start earning, now this might take some time for you. For some entrepreneurs, when they start with low offers, or no, it's how well they put themselves out there, how soon they understand the alignment that is required for them to attract their dream clients. Some people can do it in a month, some people can take 3 months, 6 months, also a year. I know people who took a year almost before they started working with their first client. It's normal, but again, if you have this information, it's good that you bring the shift inside of you quickly and get to a point where you accept that your income as an entrepreneur will be growing. It will not be a static income as an employee. So if you're not making money in the initial months, that's absolutely okay, because later you're going to double, triple, quadruple your income in the coming months and years. So keep yourself motivated and have this awareness that money is going to come. Money is just an energy with what you have to be vibrationally aligned. Now, this is about energy. I will not be talking about the mindset, routine, practices, rituals, or anything on the energy part. I'll be strictly sticking to the shifts that I've decided to share with all of you in this training. And the third shift, which I'll be sharing when it comes to employee versus entrepreneur mindset, is about the time frame. Okay, as an employee, you dedicate limited hours of yours to an organization. Now, as an entrepreneur, on initial level, it's important to devote more hours. But understand, at the end of the day, you are here to create time and money freedom. Don't keep yourself occupied in doing your business stuff throughout the day, because that is going to make you feel exhausted and drained. And you will soon start feeling that I don't want to do this. My job was better, where I used to get monthly credits in my bank account by devoting fixed hours of my time, and I used to have free weekends. Everything is possible as an entrepreneur too. All you need to do is just be good with your time management skills and devote on initial level maybe 6 to 8 hours, or 6 hours are enough. But later you will see that time might decrease to 2, 3, 4 hours. It depends upon what kind of offer you have. If you have high ticket offer, time may vary from 2 to 3 hours per day. But again, that is going to happen eventually. But be mindful that it's important for you to spend time with your family. It's important for you to have breaks. It's important for you to spend quality time on weekends with your friends. Basically, being in a good environment, surround yourself with people who support you for your business. So these are the 3 sub-shifts when we talk about employee versus entrepreneur. Your function will not be limited. You will play multiple roles. So it will be a multifunctional role as an entrepreneur. Your income might not come into your account in the first month, second month, third month, or maybe first 6 months, but it will start coming in a full-fledged way when you start putting yourself out there in full-fledged way. Okay, not feeling exhausted, not feeling drained, not feeling as you know, everything that you are doing is burdensome. Someone has forced you to do that. That's not how you build an empire. So be aware, this mindset shifts, which I'm talking, all of it that I'll be covering in today's training are foundational shifts. And I call them as foundational because unless you have this awareness, all of it that you're going to feel is going to bring your energy levels down. And we don't want that. We just want to make you aware that whatever journey that you're walking through, there are people who have walked through that journey and they have felt exactly what you're feeling now. All you need to do is become aware, stay mindful, and think it as a phase that will pass, that has to pass, till you reach your success, your desired success. Okay, so now we'll be talking about the next shift. Very important one, marketing versus sales. Now, if you have been working with a business coach or a strategist, you would know what difference I'm talking about. But if you have not been working, and especially if you are new, who feels that, you know, one function is good enough for them to get consistent income and clients, then this is definitely for you. Marketing activities are very different from sales activities. Marketing activities are, you know, content creation, image designing, making videos, basically everything that you do before you get in touch with the client. Those are marketing activities, again, which have to be consistent, but they are basically uh, building connection between you and client. The workshops, the webinars, the challenges, masterclasses, everything that you create. Marketing is building your presence and letting people know about you and your offer. But sales is when you actually get connected to a client, when you talk about your offer to them, when you let them know about your price, you know, when you get leads, when the discovery calls are booked. That's the time when you can call it as, you know, sales activities are happening in your business. Until the time that is not happening, there's no revenue, there is no income that you're generating. So putting some posts out there, putting some videos out there, whatever it is that you're creating, you cannot expect people to come and work with you. You have to let people know that you are into sales business, because I know people feel so much of resistance when it comes to selling their offers, because they feel that selling is taking money from them. Selling is not taking money from people. Selling is serving. Selling is providing people a solution to their problems. When you go to a doctor, doctor offers you a health solution, you pay them. You just not pay them, but you're so grateful for the service, for the transformation they brought to your health. When we pay fees in schools, schools offer a service where our teachers educate our children. That's the service that they offer, and we pay them money in the form of fees. As a coach, we are offering our services to our clients. All right, there should be no resistance or hesitation there. All you need to know here is, while you put yourself out there, you're letting people know that if they are going through some challenges or issues in their business or life, there is a solution for that. That is what you do while you market yourself. And while selling, you attach a price to the service that you're going to offer that will bring a huge transformation into them. Think from that point of view. Selling is serving. Selling is giving people solution to their problems. Do not feel icky about it, and do more of it. When you're doing your marketing activities, your focus should be on booking maximum discovery calls, on getting good leads. And this was an eye-opener for me when just few weeks back, when my coach shared with me that people have, you know, so much of resistance even putting stuff inside their own Facebook group. They have people, but they don't like to post everything every day something, because they feel that people might feel uncomfortable that, oh, this lady is selling every day. But at the end of the day, we are here to create time and money freedom. If you have 100, 200, 500 group members in your community, Not all of them are going to watch your posts, your videos, live trainings every day. If you're posting every day, you're reaching out to more and more people. You're making yourself available. You're making them know what your offer is. And even while conducting trainings, you're letting them know that if you're going through this particular kind of a challenge, I have a solution for you. So think from that point of view. You are inviting people, you're giving them value, you're there to give. And beyond a certain point, if they want more value, if they want more support, then you're charging for your services. Is it bad? No, it's not. So bring that shift in your thoughts, because your thoughts create your reality. If you just do the marketing activities thinking that, oh no, I cannot do sales, that makes me feel uncomfortable, nobody is going to come to you. And having, this clarity at this point in time, let me also share with you, I was there at the initial level of my business when I had so much of resistance. For me, the story was completely different. I had a different kind of a belief system inside of me when it came to sales. When I finished my MBA, my first job was to do, door-to-door sales, and not to residence people, but to commercial offices, because I was working with a stockbroker. So I had to sell demat accounts to corporate offices. And so I had to visit each office in a particular building, and we had a manager who used to select these buildings for us, and we used to go and visit them. We had to collect cards so we could show it to them that we have done our job. So for me, that was a very uncomfortable feeling, okay, like visiting, and I was a shy introvert kind of a person. So for me, that was making me feel uncomfortable and something I did not find worthy. Now, I don't know why I had that thought process, because people, when they don't get any other job, they get job in sales. So I felt that, sales is not a worthy profession. But again, that was my belief system. Selling is purely serving people for their needs. Whether it's insurance, whether it's a broker, demat account, what I used to sell, when you have a demat account, you can buy online, you can buy and sell online shares, which is mandatory now, but years back it was not. But so people are earning money when they invest in stock market, right? So you are just letting people know that they can open a demat account with your company, which provides number of benefits. So whosoever is interested will buy, whosoever is not will not buy. But you are just being there, you are making yourself available to people. That is it. But there was no one who could explain me, and because of this belief system, it took long time for me to make my first sale. So if you are like me, if you have this thought in your mind that sales is a cheap profession, it means that you have a lot of resistance, and you have to remove that. You have to understand that whatever it is that you are selling, there is some solution for the person who's going to buy from you. All right. So enough of discussion on this shift that you're going to bring. So marketing versus sales is different, and sales might make you feel a little uncomfortable, but again, that is something that your business needs for you to earn money, for you to work with your dream clients. So you have to do it. You have to focus on your sales activities. Just don't do marketing activities and sit back and wait for people to come to you. That's not going to happen. There's a lot of competition out there, and you will have to put yourself out. The third shift that I'm going to discuss about is dabbler versus consistent mindset. Now, when we get into the business, dabbler is, on and off. You're not doing something consistently. And when we talk about business, your consistent efforts are very much required. There is no second choice that you have when you want to build a successful business that is going to give you consistent income growth. Now, dabbler mindset is you have planned your marketing activities in your mind. You don't have a schedule that you follow. Everything is in your mind. Or while scrolling, you feel inspired from someone's feed and you create something and you post. Because if this is what you're doing, you cannot track your results. How many leads you're getting, how many discovery calls. You'll not be able to do that. But from your point of view, you're taking actions. You're putting efforts. And then you feel frustrated. But understand, on and off is not the right way of running a business. You make a schedule where you're posting something every day. One day is your offer. One day you write a post where you are giving some value to your people. One day you're letting people know that how they can work with you. You have to be present there every day, because as I said, not all your team members, community members are going to see all of your posts. So when you post every day, one thing, you're reaching out to more people, and you are letting your people know that you are there for them. What kind of coaching you're offering, what is your offer all about, how they can reach to you, everything. So it's not bombarding, because some people feel that putting yourself out there every day is bombarding. No, you have created a group to run your business. You're just letting people know what are you doing. People who have shops in the malls, they open their shop every day, right? Do they say that no, I have to keep 1 or 2 days closed so people don't feel that, oh, how greedy I am? No. Similarly, when you are offering your service, put yourself out there every day. And one important thing here is, don't attach your emotion to the outcome of whatever you are doing. When you're putting something out there, don't expect loves and likes and comments and engagements on your post from day one or first week or first month or first 3 months or 6 months. Unless people see you as an authority, unless people see you as a developed persona, who knows what they're talking about, you might not get so many people, and that's absolutely okay. And when you attach your emotion to your results, what happens? You feel dull very soon, and then you don't feel like doing it, you don't feel like posting anymore, and that's where you get into dabbler mindset. You do sometimes, you don't do things sometimes. That's not going to help. You have to build resilience inside of you. You have to be patient enough to see the results that you want to see in the long term. That's going to happen for sure. You have to be consistent with your actions. That's the key. So uneven time schedule, no. Attachment to results, no. On and off actions, no. Have a to-do list. Be detached to your results. Write affirmations that things are happening for you. I'm getting more loves, likes, engagement on my post. People connect with me. People see me as a leader. People like my content. Whatever it is that you want to feel, write affirmations around those. But without you, because while posting, don't feel that, how many people are going to comment or what kind of response I'm getting. No. Do it from a place where you're not expecting something out of it. All right, and repetition is the key. You have to be consistent with your actions. So this is about dabbler versus consistent mindset. The next shift, what we'll be talking about is fear versus faith. Now listen to me very carefully. Fear or faith, they both are emotions that are created for an anticipated outcome. Something that has not happened, either you feel fearful or either you feel fearful or you have faith. Fear is, what if I fail? I might not be able to do this. And faith is, I will succeed. I can and I will. Now in this line of business, I understand that we come with a set of fears. Fears of judgment, fear of failure, also fear of success. Because as we expand, we feel really scared that how our life is going to change. Will we be able to spend good quality time with our kids? Will we able to do everything that we are doing now at a place where we are not successful, but when we taste that success, will I have meaningful relationships? Will I remain a good person or not? Even that's a feeling which many people get, because people feel that rich people are not good people. But it depends upon person to person. If you are a good, kind-hearted, compassionate person, when you become rich, you are going to become a better contributor. Okay, that's a different topic altogether. I'll not be going deep into that because I really want to focus on faith versus fear right now. Now, when we talk about an anticipated emotion, be aware that you will feel the fear when you do things for the first few times. If you have been driving a car, remember the time when you got into your car for the first time after fetching your license, your driving license? I remember I was shit scared. I had been on that road several times with my husband, but when I was on my own on that road, I was sweating. And I even missed my way to my work out of, anxiety and stress. I was feeling very burdened. And even I asked my husband that sell off this car. I don't want to have this feeling, because when I reach office, I want to, be happy and joyful and not stressful and, feel burdensome. Because again, parking your car in the parking lot, which is really congested. So many things I had not experienced before I got into that car. But I was able to experience all of it because I had made a move. I took an initiative to do something that I had not done before. And after 1 month, I was over the phone, I could drive the car. And please don't misunderstand here that, I'm suggesting you to be on phone, but I'm just expressing myself that things became so comfortable that I was on autopilot mode. I never used to see my gear or clutch or brake or accelerator while I was talking. I was not that attentive on the road. I used to never watch cars or lanes, am I in the right lane or not, because I had got comfortable. But I was very fearful in my first week. Second week, the fear got reduced. So when you're performing live for the first time, when you're creating video, whatever you are doing in your business, fear is something that you're gonna feel. But when you have this awareness, you break that fear with repetition. You don't stop yourself, because whenever it will be your first day, now after 1 month, after 6 months, after 1 year, you're going to have that feeling of fear. But with an awareness, you will not procrastinate and wait for months or years. You will start doing whatever you're not doing, but you desperately want to do, create an offer, create a training. You will do it right away, with a feeling that you will improve with time. You'll become a pro with time. Even if you have experienced motherhood, for me that was one of the experience where I had most of my fears. But with my second child, things were so comfortable. In fact, my second child is a little more fussy, and she is a drama queen, but things were easy with her because I had managed my first child. So fear will be very much present in everything that you do, but with an awareness that repetition is the key. When you want to overcome that fear, your mind has to feel that activity, what you are doing, as your new normal, and then your mind accepts it. Then you will not have that anxiety, stress before you go live or anything that you intend to do. Okay, and when we talk about faith, have a positive mental attitude. Whatever you are doing, instead of having those negative thoughts, this might go wrong, this might not happen, blah, blah, blah. No, because both are emotions connected to an anticipated outcome. Whichever emotion you feed more, it's going to manifest. If you feed more to the fear emotion by thinking, by your thought patterns, you will feel more of the fear when you go live. But if you feed more thoughts to faith, everything is gonna be smooth. I'll be confident, I'll be comfortable, I'll be conducting my live sessions with ease, with fluency. Then that is what you're gonna manifest. Cultivate good thoughts, right thoughts, positive thoughts. Know the difference between these two emotions and feed the right emotion. All right, so these are the 4 shifts that we have discussed so far. The next shift, again, a very important one if you're a new entrepreneur. Perfectionism versus progress. Now, for a very long time, I did not realize that perfectionism is not a habit that was helping me in staying productive, but eventually my nature of wanting everything in a certain way led to a point where I was not doing anything. There was a lot of procrastination, there was delay in everything that I planned for myself, and I felt useless. At one point in time, I used to feel the feelings I had about, the way I used to do things, I was organized at work. I used to feel I'm just perfect. Well, no one is perfect, We all have scope of improvement throughout our life, and that's the truth. That's something I've learned when I came to coaching world. We all have scope of improvement, no matter how much ever, we get better, but there is always scope of improvement. There are people who are ahead of us and we can do much, much better. But okay, not getting again, into the depth of it. But in that perfectionism mode, either you do all or you do nothing. That is what I realized. And there, this quote, something is better than nothing, is very much applicable. Because rather than, being in your group and being totally inactive, it's better that whatever you're putting it out there might not be perfect according to you, but the other person doesn't know what your thought process is. At least you're making yourself out, visible. At least you're putting yourself out there, letting people know what is it that you do. Right? Perfectionism leads to nothing, overthinking and delay. Now again, it's an awareness. It's a knowledge that I'm giving it to you. Don't hold yourself back until something happens. Create, publish, post, whatever you are doing. Analyze and course correct if you want. There is always scope of improvement, but don't stop yourself. Okay? One more thing is, when we have too many options, or we want to do so many things in a certain way, we really feel confused. And if this is what you get, this is the phase where you are at, jot down the things, prioritize, and get clarity on what is it that you want to do, what is it that you don't want to do. Something that is making you feel very much anxious or giving you so much of stress, keep those tasks, finish those which you're okay doing, and then focus on them. Confusion also leads to a lot of overthinking and delay. Sort yourself, basically. Perfectionism is a reason that we give to ourselves. I want it in a certain way, that's the reason I'm holding it back. Let me get better. No. You'll only get better if you do something repeatedly. The driving example of, motherhood, you doing live sessions, everything. Your mind has to feel normal, and that will only happen if you do things repeatedly. Come out of the perfectionism mode. There is no other way. Otherwise, it will only lead to procrastination. Be an action taker. Be an inspired action taker every day. All right, so we'll be going on to the sixth mindset shift that I'll be discussing now. And this is about 2P versus 4P. 2P, the first P is purpose and passion. And when I talk about 4Ps, it's purpose, passion, proficiency, and profit. Now, you have a purpose. Like, when I decided to come into the entrepreneurship world, I had a purpose. I wanted to coach people. I wanted to see the transformation what I brought in myself and other people's life. And I was feeling passionate about it. So the 2Ps were very much present. But I got the Bob Proctor certification much later, when I wanted to feel confident. And this does not happen to everyone, but I wanted to feel confident about the results that I'll offer to my clients. So I wanted to feel that expert, because of which I acquired that certification. What makes one proficient? Being honest, I do not believe in people, learning a skill and not having a certification and offering them to people, because that will not give you confidence. That will not show you as a good leader. If you are a visionary, if you're thinking about long term, you need to be expert in your field. You need to know your offer. You need to know the transformation that you're going to offer to your clients. It is going to come when they follow your system step by step. So I have nothing against people who do not have any certifications and who have started their business and who have achieved their own level of success. But when I talk about myself, I feel being proficient is one of the important things if you think about long term. Because even for coaches, when they start, coaches always are working with coaches. I don't know if you know this fact or not, but when you're new into your business, you will work with a coach who is 2-3 steps ahead of you, who will teach you how to earn your first 5K, then how to earn your next 10 or 20K, then 50K. So strategy and mindset, they go they both go hand in hand, but the contribution what they make to your success is very different. Strategy is 20%, mindset is 80%. That is something I'll be covering in my next training. I'm not going in detail when it comes to what falls under these two, but my focus is to let you know that people are always working with someone because they want to grow, and for that growth they invest, they become proficient in a particular area, then they offer to their clients, then they grow a little more, then they expand their offer. So this is how it works. So when I talk about proficiency, it's about the expertise that you need to have, so you become a good leader, so you become confident with your offer. The fourth P is profit. Let's be very frank, let's be very open. We all are here to create time and money freedom. If you want to live a good life, a luxurious life, comfortable life, if not luxurious, if luxurious is something that makes you feel uneasy at this point in time, a comfortable life for yourself, for your family, we all need money, right? Even if you want to become a good contributor, if more money comes to you, you're not going to be a bad person. Because coaching is, I don't know, one industry which is not looked up in a way that we provide value services to our clients. Not everyone understands. The way I gave you doctor or teacher example, people don't see coaches, at least till this time. There will come a time when people will understand the importance of coaches, but at least if I see now, not everyone has this awareness that coaches have the ability to provide a solution to a people where the transformation, the growth is immense. Letting people know how much potential they have and living their life, utilizing that potential is tremendous. It's phenomenal. It's of so much of value, but it's optional. It's not like an education system that you have to follow. It's not like if you have a health problem, you have to go to the doctor. This growth is optional, but it is important. Okay, so the 2P versus 4P are, you have a passion and purpose, but you're not proficient and you do not focus on money making, then you will not sustain for a long time. You have to have a long-term vision for your business, and so do not just focus on 2P, focus on 4Ps. If you want to create an empire, if you want to build a successful business, if you want to see yourself as a wealthy entrepreneur. Okay, this brings us to our last mindset shift, that is scarcity versus abundance. I think this is very basic when it comes to understanding from the words itself, but most of us get trapped into scarcity mindset at the beginning of the business. Unless we see the money coming in, we are very reluctant to spend, to let the money go out. And that is the reason we fall into the trap of DIY mindset, doing things on your own, trying things on your own. And from my personal experience, let me tell you that does no good. It only harms to you to an extent that you feel like giving up. Nothing is working out. It's better you find people within your budget who could provide you assistance in whatever area you require, so that you don't feel burnt out, so you don't feel exhausted, so you don't feel it's hard. For me, learning technology, like putting things on ConvertKit and integration of systems, that was a bit difficult for me. I learned, because as one of my coaches, he says that you need to know the systems before you hand it over to someone, and that's true. You must have the ability to go on the back end and see what's happening in your business. If someday someone is not working, someone is off, something is very important, you should know how to do it yourself, not have too much of dependency. So basically, that's as far as learning part is concerned, but don't DIY everything. It's not possible. When I talk about, you being multifunctional, yes. But strategies, no. Someone has walked the path, someone has achieved success, proven systems follow the path. When we talk about mindset, even after listening to this video, I don't know how much of it you will really absorb and bring that change into you. You need someone to handhold you. You need someone to hold you accountable, to keep you committed. And in this video, I've shared no practices, no rituals or routine that will help you, you know, with the mental fitness. Because your mental fitness decides your business fitness. That's something I truly believe in, but that's there. But only with an understanding, by understanding this phrase, nothing is going to change. You need to understand what role mindset plays into your success. When people say it's 80%, it's huge. And when so many people, successful people around the world say it's so, obviously it has a lot of weightage. And let me tell you, it's only 3 to 5% of world's total population who understand what I'm discussing now. Who they understand personal development, growth, transformation industry very well. And they are living their life, with full potential, the power that we all have. If you know, in any organization, there are salespeople, there's a team of salespeople, right? Same products, same services, all of them are selling. But there are very few people who are the top-notch salespeople. They achieve above their target always. They're the top performers. There are some people, average salespeople, sometimes they achieve their target, sometimes they don't achieve their target. And then there are a set of people who do not achieve, who struggle badly to even make that 1 or 2 sales. Why? The difference is not in the product or the services that an organization is selling. The difference is there in their mindset. Same goes with studies as well. 25, 30, 40 kids study in one class. The same amount of information books they have been exposed to, but not everyone scores well. And it's not to demean anyone. I'm just giving you knowledge or information that you might not know for sure, but you might have not given any thought to it. When you work upon your mindset, you can become one of the top sales performer. Mindset plays a major role into your life success, and that is what you have to think about. When we operate from a mindset of scarcity, we complain when things don't go right. We act like a victim. We don't take charge of the situation or circumstances that we are going through. You do something, doesn't work, and you start cribbing. Things don't work that way. Stop acting like a victim when you have an option of investing in getting that thing done in a right way, but you're not doing it out of choice because you have to make that investment. Working with the coach is like investing a penny to earn a pound. Who would not want to do that? Any investment that we are making, the savings, we always think of long term. We invest a little and we earn out of it. That is what coaching is all about. Stop DIY things if you're not able to. Follow a proven system. Stop complaining. Stop acting like a victim. Celebrate your small wins. Even when you are doing something that has, that went good, where you felt it was a small success for you, celebrate it. Act like a winner. Stop acting like a victim. Your business success is very much possible for you if you believe in yourself. And invest before you earn. Okay? You don't think of earning before you invest. When I get clients, I'll start working with a coach? No. Start working with a coach so you can attract more clients. Or you can attract your first client at least. Start from that place. If you're a person who really resonates with what all I have said, I would love your feedback on this. And I'll also be opening few spots for you to connect with me so that I can help you understand what kind of mindset you are into currently and how I can help you transform that. Believe in yourself, believe in your success. All of it that you want is very much possible if you want to. You can manifest your reality, you can create your destiny. Everything is possible if you want to. All right, so that is it for now. Before I end up this training, I would just like to give a small um description about the course that I offer. The course that I offer, it's called Thinking into Results. It's created by Bob Proctor. I provide coaching to my clients for 6 months to bring in the transformation while they go through the course. I help my clients with transforming the mindset while they go through the course. We set up a goal together, something that you don't feel yourself is it's possible. And there are different people, different consultants around the world. They help different kind of people with in different areas. It could be health, it could be profession, like career wise if you want to change job, health wise. I help clients who are entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, service providers, because I feel this is something where I have experienced myself, and I can help my clients 100% overcoming all the barriers what they are going through. So this is a 6 months program, and it's a powerful system. It's a proven system because Bob is one of the known personalities, and the system is created by Bob himself, and he has worked with all the learned people, first-hand experience. Earl Nightingale, Napoleon Hill, Andrew Carnegie. These are the people who have created the personal development industry. So the information is very, very powerful. All you need to do is understand and apply. So what I've said, if it has resonated with you, you can reach out to me. I'll be posting the link. I'll be sharing the link with you, and you can book a call with me, and I'll see you there. Till then, have a super productive day, have a super productive week, and a month ahead. Okay, bye-bye.